Namaste. Welcome to the Warrior Monk Wisdom at Sunrise series. A daily dose of self-discovery can bring the calm within the storm. For when we know ourselves, the rest of the world begins to make sense. Let's flow.
A harvest of peace is produced from a seed of contentment. Zen proverb. Good morning. We are talking about the art of let go, let be. So this is really about presence and mindfulness and letting the flow of life happen. So yesterday we talked about happiness. So go check that out. This is going to be more centered on being at peace and being comfortable with everything around us, including our own emotions as they flow with the changes of life. So how do you let go and let be? Again, like I mentioned, mindfulness and presence. It's going to be number one. The art of letting go is a physical reaction, a mental reaction, and an emotional reaction. Physically letting go can aid in the process of mentally and emotionally letting go. So we've kind of talked about, getting rid of things that don't serve you anymore or that are just, collecting dust on a shelf. The big thing is the easy and hard part of letting go is that there really isn't anything to do. There's no action, okay? This means you simply allow things to unfold as they are. We can only control the reactions to what occurs around us. And to be able to control them better, we need to detach from the outcomes that we are expecting or we desire. That doesn't mean that we don't chase our dreams. That doesn't mean that we don't, try to build a life, because that's what we're doing here. We are building a life, but you have to understand that you don't have control over so much. And when things come at you, you need to try to stay as even as you can, because that'll help you be able to move forward in a more desirable direction. So understand the concept of this too shall pass. And this is a mantra not only for the hard times, but also for the good times. Because again, we need to make sure that we understand that you are going to have good and you're going to have bad. You can't have one without the other. It's easier to let go of the bad, obviously, but you need to be able to accept that the good will pass as well. Whether it be a feeling, a physical, good material, whatever it may be, it's all going to be flowing with the winds of change in life. So attachment is the enemy of peace, okay? Love is the ally. Just because we're not attaching ourselves to people, places, and things, or even ideas or concepts, doesn't mean that we don't love and we don't try and better those around us or ourselves. We love everything for what it is. In your relationships, this is easy, obviously, if you have a spouse or, siblings or whatever. But what about those people that you dislike? That's when it becomes a little bit more difficult. Understand that there's no good without bad, like I had mentioned. So take those bad relationships, take what you can from those relationships, and be okay with them being there, because we're not going to enjoy everyone's presence, right? And you also understand that everything has its place. I'm a nature person. I think we should get back to nature more. But what I've come to realize is, the more technology and the more, things that come into our lives, it's really just an extension of who we are, and we are simply just an extension of the natural world. So we are all connected. Everything's connected, and that tells you that everything has its place. And so what comes next is going to come next all the time. So you might as well just accept it and move on. So we need to be present, be mindful, focus on our breath, and love without limits. That's all I got for you today, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for flowing with us. Remember to like, comment, share, and follow us on all your favorite platforms. Namaste.